I want to welcome you all to Identity Switch 2023. This is going to be one of the most powerful journeys that I am facilitating with you guys, for you guys, alongside you guys, for 2023 in assisting you and myself and anyone who comes into the space to step into, that desired identity that they've been wanting to become for so long. And you have done possibly everything that you think you have done to be creating this identity, and yet feeling frustrated for not seeing this identity come into the real essence, a reality, moment to moment, day after day, week after week, month after month, so that it is really anchored in. So this space that I've created with this beautiful swanky little graphic behind me, I was like, I'm gonna do this today, and I actually love it. I just don't know how to flip it around, but that's fine. We feel the identity switch, we feel that this portal that you walked into is going to serve you, is going to help you become the very identity that is coming through you, that's piercing through you, that is coming through, not only what you're seeing here. It's not just coming through your heart. It's not just coming through thoughts and feelings. Thoughts electric, feelings magnetic, but it's just literally overpowering. You are finding yourselves in this space every day where you want to so desperately become this person, this version of you. You are seeing this glimpse because she is existing in this multiverse, she or he. We're going to have men also, step into this container ship and take this. And I want you to know that whatever you're seeing, so let's lay some groundwork, because if we do not truly honor what we're seeing, that identity, we may find ourselves struggling to become that, embody that. And the work that we're really going to do over this next 6 weeks is truly powerful, but more importantly, honest, truthful work that is bringing you back to this ultimate truth, your truest truth, that, I was born infinite consciousness. I am infinite consciousness, and I am here with my human. And no matter what I am shown by my higher faculties, by my higher self, I can become it. I can become it. I can switch into that identity. And that's when you fully realize that, where am I limiting myself to believe that this identity, I'm not there yet, or I cannot become it, or you feel you can become it, but you're struggling to become it, right? And that's why you're here, because you are going to become it. And it is from this place of conviction, and it's place of the knowingness. It's not even conviction so much so that conviction is that certainty, yes, but it's the knowingness that this is my whole experience, that I'm infinite consciousness, my human's here, I'm shown visions, and then I become this person, this identity, right? We are here to eliminate, to remove, to annihilate, to destroy, to collapse with love, with unconditional love, and just source energy, and this gentle awareness that we can create anything. Annihilate, dissolve, disrupt, collapse any illusions, any bullshit, any stories around why I can't become this identity. Well, no matter how hard you've been trying to become the person you want to become, to leap into the reality you want to leap, no matter how much work you've done, From this moment on, you release it. You release it. You do not carry it with you. From this moment on, you choose to become this version of you, and your past has nothing to do with who you're now choosing to become. Your past now has nothing to do with who you're choosing to become. I really want you to receive this in its fullness, in its wholeness, and let this land for you. Your past, your stories, what you've experienced, how much effort you put in, whatever's work, whatever's not work, whatever evidence you have of it working and not working, from this moment onwards, it's just past. It actually has no significance, no relevance, no connection, nothing to this new identity that you are choosing. So as we walk this walk, as we take these 6 weeks of magnificence, of creation, of the creation of awareness and observation, and I'm going to touch upon this as I move through this call, that we're going to create this new identity, then we're going to bring awareness to this new identity, and then of course you're going to observe this, and using your observation, you're going to completely manifest this in your reality. But it's really important that I bring you to the space where you actually understand that I am not walking into this with some sort of fear, doubt, uncertainty, or carrying my old stories or what I have done so far, what's worked, what's not worked. As I said, like, we're completely starting with a clean slate. And for some reason, if you cannot believe the fact that you can start with a clean state, that's fine, stay with it. At some point, you will make that switch, flick the switch, and you're going to be like, you know what, that's not serving me. Might as well start new. So do it at your pace. I'm not here to shake up your pace, but I'm definitely here to remind you that whatever we do it from a clean space. We do not take the undercurrent. I'm just going to check, see the comments. Jenny, are you in the meeting? Sorry, I'm just trying to get everyone in. Because I can see you, you're in the meeting. Well, that's just your other identity. Your other identity. We are in identity switch. Where it's the same link. It's the same link. Yeah. So I'll do this for a second. Jenny's here. I can see her. Yeah, okay, we are. I've pasted this, and for some reason, all right. Oh, look at that. Hello, beautiful. Hello, hello, hello. All right, and I've pasted this, so if somebody wants to come in later. So I really want you to I really want you all to really, when I say really, it's a lot of reallys, but it's really from a place of, it's a power of decision. From this moment, you are completely starting a new story, a new reality, a new timeline. We are not just sitting here trying to consume something for an hour. Like, this is your life. This is your show. This is your reality. This is everything that you're experiencing right now is because you're choosing to experience this. So from this moment on, I really invite you to come into the space where you go like, hang on, I'm going to really flip the script. I'm going to flick the switch. I am no longer available for anything for the past. I am just here right now in this space with infinite possibilities. You are in the space right now where you actually know one. From that ground zero, we start this. We do not carry who I've been, what's worked, what's not worked, as I said, because you can continue doing this and taking the undercurrent of your past identities, and you are just going to create, just make it longer, I would say. Because when we do a switch, we're here to switch and we're here to just become anyone. But when we do it from a place of, this is not who I've been, or this is who I've been, and this has taken me so long, I don't know how long this one's going to take, all of those things, we cannot bring the undercurrent of our past. And so in this moment, you use your power of decision. You choose, I am from this moment, nothing, and I'm an energetic match to everything. And from here, we carve your new identity. It's a whole different place to create something new for. So how many of you are actually willing to walk into the space not being XYZ? I've been trying for 3 years, my business is not kick off. I've been trying to be a wealthy version, it's not happened. I've been trying to have a relationship that serves me, it's not happened. All these stories, and they truly have been your journey and no one's questioning it. But right now in this container, in this space, in this journey that you're initiating, you're being called upon to leave all of that behind. The question is, are you willing to do it or not? It's not, are you able to do it? It's never been a question of your capability, your ability to do it, because you can do anything. We are limitless. So it's not, can I do it? It's like, am I choosing to do this now? Am I choosing to walk into this new space, leaving behind everything? And it may be challenging. It may be inducing some sort of fear or some sort of like, oh my God, I don't know who I'm becoming. And now I'm being told to actually release who I've been. Right? I don't know who I'm becoming, and yet to become who I want to become, I'm being actually invited right now in this space to not be who I've been. Okay, that sounds a little bit challenging, but can I still choose to do it? Because it's never been a question of my capability. So take a moment, ask yourself, am I actually willing to not carry the stories of who I've been? Who would you be if you're no one right now? Who would you be if you aren't who you have been so far? Who would you be if you've not been, if you aren't who you've been so far? And you really absolutely have no stories of your past. You could be anyone in this moment if you choose to be. That's where we do the identity switch. That's from that place. That's where we literally drop the bomb. That's where we literally start the fire. That's where we literally initiate this new identity. So I cannot initiate your new identity, and I'm not the one initiating. You're the one initiating. I am facilitating. I'm holding the space, and I'm guiding you with love, with the sacred space where you know you can trust the space and you're held in safety. Because for some reason, if you're triggered, some reason you are feeling out of sync, you're feeling unaligned, or you're feeling all the feels, I can help you navigate through it. Jenny, are you in? I'm just, yeah, okay, that's beautiful. Perfect, that's great. So I am really inviting you to, before we even jump into, oh, well, let's make a new identity switch. Let's create this identity. Let's become this person. If we don't do it intentionally, we will get results. Anything you do, you gets your results. But if we are like really being honest with ourselves and we're going like, I am actually not coming back. I am actually fully ready to walk the walk. I'm ready to go through the circle of fire. I don't know where it's going to touch me, how it's going to hurt me, whether or not it's going to hurt me, whether it's going to be all pleasure and joy and ecstasy. I don't know. But the moment I enter this ring of fire and transformation, and I am fully available for it, I'm going to feel all the feels. It's a space where I become so available for all the feels that not just fear, I become available for ecstasy, of transformation, of receiving, of joy, of whatever I'm going to go through when I go through this circle of fire of transformation as a leap into my new identity. I will experience many things, and we do not know what we will experience. That is the ability we want to build to be able to walk through the unknown. At the same time, I want to build the ability to go through all feelings. If I'm sitting here today, ask yourself, if you are sitting here today and you're like, I want to go through this ring of fire because I know the moment I walk through this ring of fire, I am transforming. I am not coming back to my old life. Everything around me will look the same, but I will not feel the same about it. The moment I walk through the circle and I become this new identity. But this ring of fire. But what must I choose? What must I choose for myself where I am fully ready to feel the fear, to feel the unease, because as I move through this ring of fire, I may be touched with the fire. I may get hurt in certain parts of my physical being. I may feel doubt, I may feel fear, I may feel hurt, but then I know that this is also taking me to the levels of ecstasy, of joy, of expansion, of abundance, of wealth, of pleasure, of like things that I have never known before in my human experience so far. I love that. And this is where we actually realize and this is where we actually realize that, hang on, I haven't even fully seen the vision. And here I'm trying to do basic work, ask questions and create an identity. No, I don't even know the depth of human experience I can experience and the identities I can keep switching. But am I ready to take the full experience and not just go like, I actually just want the wealth. I just want to feel good. I just want to feel the abundance. I just want to feel the expansion. Well, all of those are going to happen. But have I built the ability to let go and detach from the old identity, old stories, old narratives, old perceptions of myself, old self-concepts? That in itself is the work I must do, detach, let go. But I'm not letting go if I am not. For those of you who are willing to, I'm celebrating you, and we are going to leave in a moment or two or three. We will do some work here, and you'll be like, why did I sign up for this? You will be challenged. Let me tell you this. When I said it's my highest level of work and where I'm going to take you through some portals and vortexes and everything, you will not leave after these 6 weeks. You will not be the same person. You will become the person you want to become. So you will have to walk through the ring of fire, through this fire of transformation. You may at times question, why did I sign up for this? Because it's uncomfortable. I can promise you it's not going to be a journey where you're all ecstasy. You will crumble, and you may crumble. And I want to prepare you for this. I want to prepare you for this because when you are going to leave and shed all parts of you, it's going to be an uncomfortable experience because your body has become the brain. Your body is hardwired to your old identity. Your body is hardwired to the ways you've been performing, the ways you've been looking at life, the way you have had an operating system, aka your belief system or your subconscious. 95% of your reality is being created because of the self-concepts you held of yourself. So when you're letting go of it, like how you do a physical detox, first day, second day, third day, you are uncomfortable. You have headaches, your body wants food. You want to go back to the same old shitty, like not same old shitty patterns, but yeah, you want to go back to the same coffee. You want to go back to your glass of wine. You want to go back to the food you're eating. But when you've decided I'm going to do this detox, you're committed, whether it's 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, you go through an uncomfortable phase before you completely get that opulence of energy in your being. You're like a whole new person and you become unstoppable. Like, where did I get all this energy from? I feel great. I mean, good, I feel alive. But before you felt alive, you went through this horrible period of headaches the second day, the third day, because your body's like, all this junk's coming out. All those toxins, those heavy metals are releasing, because now your body can actually have the blood flowing and good, you know, all those new energy, optimum levels of energy are obviously being reinstated within you. So as you do this identity work, you are going to feel some feels. And I'm going to prepare you for this. And I will hold space for you for the 6 weeks. However, this is where you are going to hold space for yourself. And why I'm preparing you for this is not to, you know, scare you. Not to scare you. I'm so sorry. So I'm in this resort and the vacuums have gone on. So I know probably you can hear it, but
I can't hear it.
Put my headphones on. Can you hear me? It's all good? Okay. So why I want to prepare you is not because I want to scare you. And I don't want to prepare you in a way that you start looking for the parts that are going to be uncomfortable. But at the same time, this will prepare you for the fact that you can live in duality at the time of transformation, which means that as you're transforming into this new version, you're not just seeking all the good parts, you are prepared to be in duality, which means that one day when you wake up and you're crumbling and you're like, who am I? I'm no longer this person. I'm yet not this person. Like, who the fuck am I? You will have those moments. You must be able to hold space for those moments where you are no one. You must be able to build this capacity, this ability, this intelligence that I can be in duality. That means one day I'm crying on my kitchen floor or bathroom floor or living room floor, because I am losing all sense of it and I'm losing grip of what this reality is and who am I, and I'm no longer my old identity. You are okay with that? You can live in duality. At the other side of it, of this full spectrum of emotions that you're going to experience as you come this new identity, that you are ecstatic with pleasure. You're ecstatic with pleasure because you're like, I don't even care who I'm becoming, but just my existence is divine. Like, I don't even know who I am. And in those moments where you are feeling so good, not even knowing who you are right now, you're going to find something that you have never found, and that is liberation. You're going to find something that is true state of enlightenment, is true highest consciousness. You will electrically be vibrating in a consciousness, electrically, vibrationally. Your atom cells, molecules will feel ecstasy on days, not when you're crumbling and crying on the kitchen floor, but or your bathroom floor. Okay, hold space for that. But in days when you're like, I feel so good doing this work and the portal that you're walking through, and you've not yet found out your new identity. But in the moment when you're nothing, when you're no identity, when you're not that man or woman, when you're not Jenny, when you're not Prachi, when you're like, I don't even know, like I've let go of all the stories, who I am right now. I know I'm walking into something, but I don't even know what this is right now. Yet you're feeling all the feels. You have found liberation and you're communicating to the universe through your electromagnetic signature that I am liberation. But you're going to get beyond this space and this vibrational state of being is something that I can't put in words for you. It's something that I've experienced, and it's something that I have taken some humans through, not in a container like this, but in private spaces and work. And now that I've truly understood that, how this unfolds, and it's going to unfold in very different ways for all of you, I can tell you that. So I do not want to tell you how and what you can expect, but I can tell you that if you really allow yourself to experience the full spectrum of the emotions in the next 6 weeks, if you give yourself permission, if you allow yourself to go on the edges of your being and edges of your fear and the edges of your ecstasy, the edges of fear and doubt and the edges of excitement for who you're going to become from now, if you allow yourself to hold duality through the next 6 weeks, you are going to experience parts of you that you probably have never, and you're going to, there's no coming back from there. Once you've experienced something about you, once you've seen an aspect of you, once you've been in a state of being about you and you've tasted it, there is no coming back if you fully allow yourself to experience it. But yeah, if you're just playing on the edges, you may not even A, first experience it, and B, if you experience it, it'll go quickly because you have not built the ability to go on the edges of these experiences. Does that land for you? So as we do this work, this was the preparation stage. I'm going to take you through stages today, but as I take you through these stages, it's very important that you realize that every step of the way, every stage is very crucial, is very important. We miss one thing, it's not that it's not going to work. It's like we will have to come back to the whole thing again. Because if we miss steps, we will still get results. But a true integration will happen when you let space for, okay, you know what? I'm going to allow myself to let my old identity be forgotten. I'm going to allow myself for my embracing the space and holding the ability to become this person who can experience duality. So I am actually willing to now be everything. Hi, Ali. So if you can, I would invite everyone to be on screen if it's available to you, so you can really bring your skin to the game. It is not just a transmission, you all are participating in this experience. So whenever you're ready, and if you can, I would fully invite you to be here on screens with me. And if you missed the part that you missed, please come back to it and watch it, because we started a while back and there's a lot of beautiful introduction and groundwork that we set. So I really invite you to go back to it. So now that we've understood that there is a pre-context to this, and this is what we start doing today, we're walking into this together. We're going to be on a 6-week journey. We're going to, if I can get you guys to mute yourselves, if you are not already in mute, please. We're going to go through the process of creation of our new identity. We're going to go through the building the awareness, and then we're going to go through the process of creating observation around us and anchoring in your new identity. However, what I just shared in the last 20 minutes or 30 minutes of our call was to get you into the space, the starting space, where right now it's important to know that I am becoming no one. From being someone that I have been for 44 years or 30 years or 25 years or 40 years or however old you are, you've been someone. I want to leap into a whole new identity who is wealthier, who's loved, who's abundant, who's whatever, magnetic, who's got optimum states of energy, who's like just having multiple streams of income. But at the end of the day, they're just aspects of them. What they really are is either an abundant version of them, or is a whole version of them, or is just this vibrating and unconditional love version of them. Just checking things. That's all good. Don't worry, Ali. So all of that, I want to become this And I can leap into it, but if I'm leaping and I'm not fully integrated and anchored into my new identity, I will fall back. How many times do you guys wake up and go inspired and go like, well, today I'm going to think all abundant thoughts. Today I'm going to feel all thoughts of abundance and not lack. Today I'm going to be this. 2 hours in the day, I've completely lost all that momentum. Why? Because I've quantum jumped into a new identity, but I've not held the ability to stay into the state. I can come in and out, but have I completely anchored in this new version? And that's the work. So what I really invite you to do today is that I am aware of who I've been, but today, in this clean slate, in this space, walking into this ring of fire, walking into the 6-week container or portal, I know I'm becoming someone new. I am willing to let go of who I have been, because once I allow myself to be in the space that I am no longer who I used to be, that is very, very challenging to do, and it's not impossible. Yet it's not impossible. As I said, we can do anything. We are limitless. So this is a remembrance of every day through the 6 weeks, you're going to be reminded you're limitless, because you'll have to stretch yourself as you're human. But if you can let go of who you've been and right now be in the space of be nothing, don't even go about who you want to become right now. Let's not jump. Am I okay right now to let go of everything? And some of us get anxious because like, no, I want to become this. I actually totally don't like these parts of myself. I don't like these old identities, yet I want to hold on to them. Why? Because they give me some level of security. If I am so sick of my old life and old identity, why am I holding so hard? Why am I holding on to it so hard? Is something I invite you to inquire, because I did it for a very long time till I realized that I could walk into the space of being no one, build the ability to be no one, because I don't know who I was becoming. I knew I wanted to become someone, but I didn't know the feeling of it. So it's an unknown area. But in order for me to walk into this unknown space, so I could become who I am, who I've become today, that identity that I was previously, I had to let go of it. And letting go of your old identity means I've let go of this. I'm here now, and I'm no one, because I'm not fully anchored in my new identity. And I'm like, okay, I'm not this person I wanted to be anymore. I don't want to be sad, depressed, broke ass, trying, wanted to be loved, not enough, whatever, that was my old version, by the way. Trying desperately to become successful. All those old identities. At some point, I had to become so unavailable to it that I became in this space where it's like, okay, I'm not that, which actually excites me. I'm happy now, but I'm no one, and this is uneasy. This is so like, ugh. But when you have built the ability to be no one, you will build the strongest thing ever in your life. Because now I am this person who has built the ability to walk into the unknown. Everything in this world, all identities, wealth, love, health, success, anything and everything I want to become exist. I'm not it yet, but I could become any of this. That means I am right now matched to infinite possibilities. I am no one right now, and it's a freaking damn scary feeling, because I could feel either very lost or I could see the potential in it. I could feel very lost, or I could see the whole potentiality of the situation. I really want you to feel into this for a second. Embracing the unknown, willing to feel all the feels in the ring of fire. Yes. I love how you summarized it, Jenny. Yes, I love how you summarized the journey. So am I willing to also see the potentiality of being no one right now? Because the moment I can be, let me break this down for you, okay? Because this is the most important work. We can go around doing everything. I have some 4 or 5 lines written for you guys as notes that I want to share with you today. And this was the work, but this is very important what we're doing right now. Most people will tell you the story of where they've been. They will tell you the story of their being, where they've been, the struggles, their successes. But if I am consistently telling you the story of where I've been, A, I'm just sending the same electric charges into the field. B, I'm not giving myself the opportunity to become anyone new, even though I want to, because all my emotional charge, all my electric charge, my magnetic charge, A, I'm narrating my story of my past. So the thoughts, the electric charge are of the old. B, I'm feeling the feelings when I'm narrating the old story over and over again. This is what I've gone through. This is what I've gone through. This is what I've gone through. I'm feeling an emotional charge to it. Now, because I'm feeling an emotional charge to it, the magnetic field is made out of the same old feelings. And yet I'm struggling. I'm thinking, why am I not being able to become my old self? So most people will consistently keep talking about their past, or they will talk about the new possibility and they're excited, but the dominant state is about where they've been and how unsuccessful they've been, or how desperate they are to change it. All of this is the same thing. Same thing. So how can we change is the question, right? I really invite you today to really open up your perceptions. Because if this was just another mindset work, you could just go to any mindset, you can watch a video, you could go to a mindset workshop, anything. We're not doing mindset work. We're not just going like, become this person, tell yourself 20 affirmations, boom, you become that. I can tell you what, it doesn't work like that. At least it doesn't work for me like that. We're not doing it on a conscious level. We're doing it on a conscious level. We're doing it on an unconscious level or subconscious level. Your superconscious mind, which is connected to the field of infinite possibilities, your higher faculties, your infinite possibilities, your quantum mind. We're doing it on an energetic level. We're doing it on a spiritual level. We are doing it on a cellular level so that your DNA is upgraded to this new identity. So by the mere act of simply going like, this is who I'm becoming, and you start affirming every day, yes, it has value, but this is not a total anchoring. And that is completely not what we're going to do in identity switch. That is just a little part of it. What you are going to experience over the next few weeks, 6 weeks, is going to help you integrate all versions, all parts of this, all 5 dimensions. So it's a multi-dimensional process. As I said, it's 5 dimensions that you're going to work with. So I really, truly hope this has landed for you guys, that I've invited you to really allow yourself to feel the wholeness of your emotions and whatever you experience through these 6 weeks, whether it is, as I said, you crying on your bathroom floor because one day you're like, I am no one now. Like I used to be this woman. I'm not, which is, I'm happy that I'm not sad. I'm happy that I'm not feeling broke ass, but I am also not anybody else. And I can tell you what, I don't know, it's just a confusing place to be in. I don't know if you guys are putting any comments because I can't see, so just making sure if you are, but. So from that to second day going like, damn, I feel so good because I'm not woken up with anxiety. I'm not woken up with lack. I'm not woken up with the same programming and the feelings that my body's been feeling, as your body's your brain every day, that where the money's going to come from, why is the man who's going to love me, where's the success, where's the abundance. I'm feeling lack, I'm feeling stressed, I'm feeling the aches and pains. But one day you wake up, because you're no longer that old identity, you're going to be like, I just feel all the feels. I feel good. I'm feeling ecstatic. I don't even know why, because you don't even know who you become yet. But that's a part of your identity. You're no longer at the identity who's feeling pain and lack and suffering. That's how I moved from my anxiety and depression. Baby steps, moment by moment by moment by moment. One day you wake up and your consciousness is different. Nothing around you is different. The people are the same. The situation's the same. But one day you suddenly have this different electric charge. Thoughts are different. Magnetic feelings are different. So allow yourself to go on the edges of the emotions that you're going to feel over the next 6 weeks. Give yourself permission to dissolve who you believe you've been, and give yourself permission to be feeling safe, okay, all right, in this new space where you are absolutely no one and nothing. And when you can build this ability of being no one and nothing, you have opened up to actual infinite possibilities and the infinite field of potential. I could now become anyone, right? I could become anyone. And when I am okay to be in this space where I'm not triggered, no, but I need to be someone, I need to be my old stories, I need to be my old suffering, or I need to be my old fear or my lack or my doubt or my whatever. And I'm all right to not be that and be nothing. Because when we're nothing, we're restless. We're like, I want to be someone, because right now I'm just infinite consciousness. I'm like, oh, but if we can just create safety around being nothing, now we can walk into the unknown. Now we can walk into the unknown because your new identity is what? It's unknown. You can want it for whatever you want. Effing, I want this, I want this, I want this. You can want it all you want. But if you have not built the ability to become it by walking in the unknown, because that identity is an unknown consciousness. You do not actually know right now how he or she feels every day, how he or she thinks every day, what actions he or she takes, because you can think about it, but you don't really know. You're not embodied it. So it's unknown. But once we build the ability to go into the unknown, walk into the unknown, not be scared by becoming nothing, we have calibrated our whole nervous system to be okay, not being anyone and nothing, and walk into the unknown. Once you do that, you're playing this game real now, right? I want to know how this is landing for you guys. I want to read some comments before we do or actually give you some homework. So I want to know how this is landing for you all. I'll be reading comments. Just excited, I'm just so excited to build out the new I'm ready. That's so beautiful. And I'm ready. Maybe we can set this intention together. Anyone and everyone who's watching, who's not here, who's going to watch this later, who's going to watch the replay, whenever, energy is live. This energy that I'm bringing to you and this energy with which you're receiving, this is timeless. Energy is timeless. So no matter when you watch it, today, tomorrow, 6 months from now, 3 years from now, I don't know, this energy is alive. And I want you to come to yourself, the space where you can, you know what, I'm setting an intention. I am allowing myself to release the old that I've been. I'm allowing myself to release who I have been. Yes, I know I want to hold on to it because it's been serving me. It has got me so far here. It has gotten me so far here. It's served me, and I really truly feel connected to it. It's been a part of me, whether it's lack, whether it's fear, whether it's scarcity, whether it's not enoughness, whether it's, am I good enough? Can I have it? Whether it's trauma, anything. It served me, and now I know I'm attached to it, but I am actually releasing it. I am allowing myself to release it, to detach from it and release it to the universe, because it was just a consciousness. I am still me. So that aspect, that consciousness, I am allowing myself to let go of it. And maybe at this point, you know, I'm getting teary doing this. At this point, you may have tears because you're letting go of an aspect of you. It served you, it's brought you here so far. It's been a part of you. But releasing it to the universe, releasing it to the field back, it's a consciousness, it's going to dissolve. You're transmuting it. Giving thanks for it, for who you become. For everything it did for you, because if it didn't, you wouldn't have been here. So love it, give thanks to it, and it's a consciousness. And for some reason, if you are thinking, what's going to happen if I release it, I'm abandoning it. Because I know when I did this work, it came up for me that I'm abandoning my whole self. That's not right. That I want to become someone and I'm abandoning who I've become. If it is coming up, for those of you, if at all, it's not. You're fully acknowledging her, which is a consciousness. Your physical body is still here. There was an energy, a state of being, a consciousness, and you're acknowledging her or him, that they got you so far to this present moment. You're deeply in awe of them, gratitude, appreciation, and releasing it, because it is nothing but the quantum energy. It is nothing but a state of being. It's just atoms, cells, molecules, and it's going to dissolve because the new identity is here. Then the next identity is here. It's everything is a consciousness. It's a state of being. So allowing yourself to become that. Giving thanks for it. Whatever you need to do. So today, from today, anytime, but especially today, you want to create a sacred space where you give thanks, you actually talk, connect to that consciousness. Tell everything you want to, that you are so grateful, whatever you feel your old identities, whether it's been fear, whether your old identity and your consciousness was excitement, ecstasy, everything, fear, it was unstoppable, everything it has been, but aspects of you that no longer you want to carry into your new, talk to it, acknowledge it, give thanks to it, like connect with it so deeply that when you release it, it feels nothing but love. It feels nothing but love. And there is no separation then. It's like, there is no, pain in releasing it, but you're in so much in love of what that consciousness has done for you, right? I'm sorry, I'm just getting so teary because this work is so beautiful and so powerful, and you just allow. I'm reading your comments now, Jenny says, I'm just so excited to build out the new identity. I'm ready. I'm becoming in awe of my personal power, and I was afraid of power for a long time. This is a story I'm letting go. Exactly. So that old version, Jenny, who was scared of power, give her love. Thank her for who she's been, because she's gotten you so far. Maybe that was the safety you needed to to be in life so far, but now it's time. So, you know, just loving her, giving her a good hug, that energy, that state of being, that consciousness, and like give her so much love that when she's dissolving into this quantum field, into this portals, like the universe, it's nothing but dissolving with love, with love. It's just a consciousness that is so helpful to think of our past. Everything is a consciousness, right? Your, like I say, your new timeline, your new identity is a consciousness. Your past has been a consciousness. Every reality, every timeline is a consciousness. The more we understand this, and the more we realize that it's a state of being, it's a vibrational state, and that simply is made of how we think, feel, and act every moment, we can jump and we can leap and we can switch into new identities. But the work is to really, can you feel the energy? Like my whole body is vibrating right now. My heart's really opened up as I just tapped into my older consciousness as I took you guys through this. Can you guys feel? I really want to know, feel into your heart spaces. What are you guys feeling? I would love to know. When I say really want to know, it's actually more like I would love to know, because I can feel this portal of energy. My whole room right now is feeling love, unconditional love. As we gave it to the consciousness, it's all around me right now. So there's a lot of releasing happening around solar plexus. I can feel it. So really allow yourself. This is a bit of, this is, okay, let me reframe. This one is an energetic work. It's not just consciousness. Today, what you're doing, you're giving thanks and you're really being in a state of gratitude, and you can feel this energetic release out of your body, your solar plexus. You may feel depleted. You may feel things, you may feel feels. Just allow yourself a lot of space. It's a good thing that you guys are towards like nighttime, so you can really integrate this. Like when you go to bed, just set an intention. You will feel your energy body is releasing. And oftentimes releasing the old can be exhausting, not necessarily all the time, because we all process energy differently. But allow yourself space. Allow yourself to feel feels of it. Allow yourself, if you feel one day you want to cry on the bathroom floor, do that. The other day you're like, I am just like leaping. I want to fly and I feel like I can fly. Allow yourself this. Don't shush yourself down. Don't tell yourself to calm down. Nothing. Allow all the feels of it. Go on the edges of your being. Allow yourself to live in duality. You can be sad one day for losing your old identity, and you can be super excited next moment for who you're becoming. We get to live in duality. Allow yourself to feel the wholeness and the fullness of every moment, every emotion as you go through this process, so that you can actually know who she is and who he is. And then from there, but we don't want to jump. We so want to be like, I am so grateful for all my past identities. That in itself is such a big celebration that I'm ready to now celebrate, release, and then you will have this, after this high of coming into the stillness where like, you know, I've released and I'm writing on no one, I'm just sitting in peace. You're like not edgy about who you want to become and how fast you want to become. That where you've just come into this place of, I've just slowed down, you know, after a big celebration or a party next day, you're like quiet and you just want to be in your own energy. That's what's happening. You've celebrated your old, you released it, you've given gratitude, you've gone like really high waves of unconditional love. And then you come in this place of stillness where it's like, oh, I just feel good. I want to be like not doing anything, don't want to become anything. I just want to be. And I'm just in that place. A lot of transformation happens in that place of not push, 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 push. I want to become this, but more like acceptance, gratitude, stillness, harmony. I can tell you what, you're going to transcend more into your higher, that consciousness of the new identity, more from this place than let's go 6 weeks, move your body, show up every day, wake up every day at 5 a.m. That could work if you wanted to, but if we can be in the right balance of masculine, feminine, if we can be in surrender, and yet we can be in the masculine, or when we need to show up for this work and I need to push through, I will take the aligned action. But it doesn't mean I just take frantic action. I take aligned action, which is coming from a place of stillness. When I'm still, I'm shown visions. From those visions, I create the aligned action. And that's when things change for me, right? That's what we're aiming to do. This something that I wanted to give you guys today. I know there's a lot of energetic movement that you may experience as you do this work over the next few days, for what you've just done today. And you continue to do this today, tomorrow, for the next 6 days till we meet again on the 7th day of acknowledging, celebrating, releasing, whatever you need to do. Maybe you have intimate ways of saying bye to her or him. Gratitude, celebrate. Like, I don't know, just go out, take yourself on a date, and what are you doing? I'm celebrating my own consciousness. People might think you might be crazy, but well, we've done some crazy stuff and we've gotten epic results, right? All of us. Yes, right? So really hold sacred space for releasing this old, because the moment when you're going to come into this space of nothingness and being no one, and we are in the process of creating this new, it's just going to be so powerful. I do want to give you something other than this energetic exercise. I want you to start observing as you release your old identities. There's an awareness that I want you to build as you're releasing. Because as you build this awareness of who you've been, you will get profound clarity of who you don't no longer want to be. So it's a contrast, but it also allows you, it gives you a framework to be able to create your new, which we will next week create our new. To give you an example, as you're releasing your old and you're giving thanks and all of those things, and you're observing, I am letting go of that version of me who was scared. I'm letting go of that version of me who was scared of power. I'm letting go of that version of me who wanted wealth, but she was so scared to actually have wealth. I'm letting go of that version of me who always wanted love, but she was so scared to actually receive love. Or he was, or, you know, whatever are the old aspects of you that you are no longer happy with, but they've served you. As you observe them, before you release them, I really want you to start writing, who have you been? So some aspects, what did they like? Okay. What did they not like? What did they believe about themselves that they can have and they can't have? What did they like? And what did they not like? What did they believe they had? And what did they believe that they didn't have in their life? Because every question I'm saying, if you want to, you can replay this and watch it. The moment you start noting these down, they will give you such foundation and foundational groundwork for creating a new identity next week as we do that, like who he or she is the fact that what did your past believe that this is what I have? So say your past version believed that I have level 7 of confidence. I don't know, I'm just giving an example. And your past version believed that what they knew, it's not even believe, what they knew they have and what they don't have. And maybe they knew that they don't have level 20 of confidence. That's your old identity. So when you write it before you release it, when we're creating a new, you now know that your new has level 20 of confidence, right? Do you get it? So there's the reason why we're doing this is as we release the old, we're building so much awareness around who they knew, what they had, what they knew they didn't have, what they knew, what they believed, what the self-concept, as in what they were capable of, and what they knew that they weren't capable of. That's one of the biggest ones, because your new identity will be far ahead of what they believe they're capable of. That's the identity switch. So think about things like what they liked, what they didn't like, what excited them, what shrunk them. Because I can tell you what, when you observe this, you'll be like, well, that thing no longer shrinks me because I'm not that old identity when you anchor into the new, but what shrunk them? What the old identity, as you release all the aspects of your old, that consciousness, what expanded them? What made them feel good about themselves? Because you're going mother freaking next level now. We are not going to be the same person. So contrast is so good from this place of giving thanks to that version of you who probably got excited about, I don't know, small things. And now you're like, I'm going to be excited about the small and the big, but just do it from a place of unconditional love, no judgment. What are the things that they were scared of? What made them anxious? Because as you release that old consciousness, that no longer, I can just feel my gut contract. You know, we all felt it. Like I can feel when I said anxious, we all went like, but we're releasing it. It's no longer going to be with us because we're lovingly letting it go. That consciousness, that aspect of us, that her, that him, it served a purpose, but it must be transmuted now because it no longer is going to be a state of being. It's not serving. It was an energetic state. I'm now releasing it, but I am so grateful that it served me for XYZ number of years. For me, it served me for, 41 years of my life or 42 years of my life. And now I'm like, I have such deep respect for that version of me who had anxiety. I would never know this version of me. I have such deep respect for that consciousness, that version of me who was so anxious that she had to go to the ER once. But now this version of me is not that version. So I know, but I have such deep respect because if she didn't experience that, I would never become this. So really find out, like, everything, observe as you release all these, because these are going to be your new self concepts. You're not going to do anything new. You're just going to have a different consciousness. So that is the work for you guys for this week. Be kind to yourself as you release, be kind, hold space, create safety. If you need to be by yourself over the weekend, be by yourself. If you want to hold space for this process, and it is quite a sacred process, to be honest with you. So hold space for it. If you want to be in your own energy, be in your own energy. If you want to go through experiences when you're releasing, go into a bath, go into the ocean if you can, or the sea, or be in a bath, walk, whatever feels comforting, whatever feels nurturing, because as we release, often the body can come into triggers or things like that. Just observe, everyone's different. Hold space for it, create nurturing environments for yourself, allow yourself, whatever's coming up, don't resist because it's coming up. It's energy, it's consciousness. It's not like one day you decide and then suddenly, that thought doesn't come. It's a state of being. So your body's going to move through some stuff. your body's going to calibrate as you let go of it. It's going to be like, no, 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 no. I want to hold on to this. I want to hold on to this because I don't know anything else. I have been this person. You cannot take this away from me. Your body's going to go into shock as well for some of you. So create safety. Your body does not know anything else. Your body knows the sensations of your old consciousness. That's why experiences which cause you anxiety or makes you feel less than or not enough, will you go into the same experience, your body starts feeling it way before you go in to meet the same person or the same experience. It's already preempting for you because your body is the brain. It's hardwired to know how it's going to respond. So when we're releasing all the old consciousness, your body is going to be like, no, 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 no. I don't like the feeling of anxiety, but I'm so hardwired to it. I know how it feels rather than I don't know how the new feeling feels of freedom. I don't know. It's the unknown. I'd rather be in the feeling of anxiety. I don't want it, but it's known. So known means safe. Unknown means unsafe. This is what we're breaking through. So this is where everything is being called upon. And you have all that is being called upon, whatever you need, you guys have it. Let me tell you this. There is a whole infinite field behind you. There are unlimited resources. I can promise you for this identity switch. You're not alone. You're not, if you have an illusion of lack, do not carry it, dissolve it. The moment you decide this, which you have, that's why you're here. There's a whole cosmos, there's a whole quantum field, there are unseen forces, they're your angel guides, your spirits, whatever you want to believe in. There is infinite consciousness, infinite limitless resources at your disposal. Command them and take it. It's your time now. We're doing it. Are we? Yeah, Jenny? I love you guys. I'm always here. You can reach out to me and we will, I will send the replay soon. What else? Do you have any questions? We will meet next week at the same time, and this is going to be the same journey. So next week we're going to do the creation process of carving who he or she is. I'm very excited about it. Let's go. Let's do this. I am so excited. But more than being excited, I'm really, really proud of you and for you. And I really want to celebrate each one of you for coming into the space, for trusting me, because it's a lot to go into, trust someone that they're going to allow you to create a new life, or they're going to assist you, or they're going to support you in this. So it's a lot of trusting that you have shown in coming into this space. And I do not take that lightly. You already know this about me with every intentional space that I create, any program, any masterclass, anything that I serve you with. But as you know, I was very passionate about creating this. And I am truly grateful. And I say this with all 70 trillion cells of my being, that I'm so grateful that you've trusted me with this process. Now it's also about trusting yourself as much as you've trusted me, because I will only facilitate this, and I will facilitate this with all the depth of my being. I'm here for this reason. This is my life's work. But at some point, you will have to give yourself the permission.
MXL5, 2 for ZAZ, 9 TXPKD, 3 post 3, OD.
Can I get you to mute yourself? Hello, Jenny, my love. We're
Hello.
just towards the end of it, but I'm so glad to see you live. If I can get you guys to mute yourself.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
So as grateful as I am that you've trusted me with this, I am also inviting you to be very trusting of your own self, because nobody, absolutely no one outside of you can flip this situation, this consciousness, cannot flick the switch, cannot flip the consciousness, cannot become the new identity, but you. So as we come to the end of this call and start this journey and get super excited about week 2, but also know that we're going on a very sacred process now today. As you watch the replay, Jenny, and for those of you going to watch the replay, take your time. You know, we've been on for like an hour or so. So really take your time to absorb this information. You can watch it over and over again. There are little pieces and golden nuggets that I've shared through this. And at some point, I'm going to watch this again very intentionally over the weekend. The real work this weekend or this whole week is to allow the knowingness, the gratitude of your old identity, holding space to release that consciousness, and also become aware of all old aspects, your old self-concepts, as I shared all of them, so that you can have some groundwork of creating your new identity. So I'm just going to address some questions now, if you guys have any. Don't worry if you come on late, it's all good. Jenny, people who are going to watch the replay, it's all going to make sense. It's all going to land for you in the deepest, most beautiful way. Trust the process. Trust that there's a reason why you came at this time. Trust every word that you're listening, you're hearing that's coming into your field is coming at the right time. Trust that this process will be as it's meant to be. Trust that you are becoming the woman, the man that you have to become. Trust everything, relax your energy. And from this place, we're going to create and we're going to do. And there's absolutely no reason why it's not going to work, or we're going to have doubt like, is it not going to work because I'm late? No. We're always in the right time, in the right space. It's always, everything is working for us, right?
Prachi, can I ask a question? Hi, how are you?
Absolutely, jump on. Hello, my love.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. And I do feel bad for being late, because when I asked you the question earlier, the message that was sent to me at 8:20 or 8 o'clock my time said in an hour and a half. So I thought it was at 9:30, but it was actually starting at 8:30. Is that right?
No, it was at 10 a.m. So I don't know where we've had some sort of miscommunication, but it was at 10 a.m. So it's 8:30, hour and a half. It was 10 a.m. So we've been on for like, yeah, just around an hour and a half now.
Okay, so 10 a.m. your time, but
Yes.
8:30 my time.
Yeah.
Because I received the message on Instagram at 8:30.
Yeah, I remember looking at it. And I was like, it's hour and a half from
Okay,
when.
so it was, I was an hour off the other
Yeah.
direction. Okay, I got it now.
Doesn't matter, but for now, for future, you know, like it's always 10 a.m. That's fine. And we are going to have a replay. Don't worry. These replays are going to come to you for every week. So, you know, and you can consume them, because even if you were there, and it would be nice, but then when we go into the past, it's like, yeah, we weren't, right? So maybe whatever reasons it was, when you will watch the replay over and over again, or you might watch it one time, but I've seen in my own journey, you know, when something clicks, I will watch it over and over again, because every time I watch something, it lands differently. So don't worry about, you know, the fact, or don't give energy to it, but absolutely it's your choice, you know, and I can only invite you to say that this is the exact moment you were meant to be here, Jenny.
Okay, and I get that. So thank you.
Everything
Okay.
else dissolves. Yeah. And do you with the part that you've been here, is there something that clicked, or you have a question around? I know you just came absolutely towards the end, but is there something you want to share or speak to the group about?
Well, I guess maybe I wasn't really prepared to share anything at this moment, because I thought I was going to be jumping in at the beginning. And, you know, because I actually wanted to experience the whole, you know, I want to be able to receive the entire experience. But like you said, it's totally fine. It's all about perfect timing. And I jumped in when I was supposed to. So that's okay. Other than to just say that I'm so excited to be embarking on this journey. I know I've been following you for a while now, and I'm really looking forward to receiving this information and just seeing where it takes me. So
Yeah, thank you for sharing that, Jenny. And I think once you get the replay of it, it's not just, that's why I said that it's not even information when I started this, and I invited everyone. I was like, I will invite each one of you every week to come on the screen. It's not like one of those transmissions or a masterclass where I'm sharing information. It's literally you bringing your skin to the game. You guys showing up. I'm just holding the space and showing you the path, like you are doing the work. So it's like not even the information. It's like you're fully showing up. You're like playing the game right now in this moment as you are. Everything's happening right now. Like everything is disintegrating that must be disintegrated this moment, just with these words. Like that's it. Just with the belief and the observation that all my old is collapsing, is literally collapsing right now. So it is you already being in the process. It's not that it's going to happen when I watch it. It's going to land more. It's going to unravel parts of me more. But right now, as it is, with my intention, all old parts of me are crumbling that no longer serve me. Like it's that powerful. So just coming to the space that I'm already doing and being and receiving and letting go and everything, all of the works. I am just looking at some comments, but thank you so much for talking to all of us and being here. So Jenny saying absolute magic. Okay, I'm just looking at the last comment, what we knew we were capable of. Okay, so in the comments, I went through this, but Jenny's been very kind and she's written them in the comments, which is like what we knew we were capable of. These are the self-concepts that your old identity had. I went through them, but this is really nice. I'm going to repeat it one more time. So read it out to you guys. So when you are observing and letting go of your old identity, what are the things that you can observe about your old identity, which is going to be the groundwork for creating a new identity? What are the parts of your old identity, what we knew we were capable of and not capable of? What we liked and what we didn't like? What excited them and what shrunk them? What expanded them? Made them feel good about themselves and what they were scared of? What made your old identity anxious? When you observe all these parts of your old identity, you're going to release that and give gratitude. And again, guys, like if you missed this and you're watching a replay and for some reason you're feeling like, oh, I missed it, or I wasn't there, or I'm just not landing, like just get in touch with me. But more than that, like trust the process. Trust the process wherever you are. If there's anything I can share with you for this identity switch, other than everything that I've shared, the most important thing is trust. It is unfolding. Okay. Have I been unmuted? Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay. So trusting that when whatever pace this is coming at you, we don't have to be at hyperspeed. There's a whole 10 minutes I spoke about this in between, that we come into a place of stillness after we've released the old identity. We don't want to rush the process. We don't want to be hyperactive about this. We don't have to push. There is a very intentional process I've created around this. So the only thing you can do is whatever you're receiving, even if it's all muddled up and it's like, I don't get this, that is how you're meant to receive it. Because you're receiving it at the level of consciousness you're right now at. Let it break through. Let it come to you the way it's coming, rather than you resisting and causing resistance. I need it to land better. I need to receive more. No. We're creating new identity with resistance. It's not the place we want to create from. But if we go like, you know what, if this is what I understand, it's okay. I'm accepting it. I'm at peace. I'm understanding every day. It's integrating just the way it's meant to be. You're going to be in harmony. You're going to be in acceptance. a lot more is going to dissolve of your old when you are in harmony, and just a one knowing it's unfolding just as how it's meant to be. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I am going to do my best today to send this recording, and I'll get my team to put it on a YouTube link super fast, and you shall receive this very soon. I will send you a Zoom link before so that you can actually start watching it super fast before it's put onto the YouTube link. I'm very excited for the next week. Yeah, and pretty much said everything else. So I will see you next week, guys, for week 2.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.